Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Bath City Radio for live coverage of tonight's Enterprise National League South clash between Salisbury and Bath City from the Raymond Mackinhill Stadium. I'm Mark Stillman, commentating throughout with Andrew Kerslake on summarising duties. It's just under 6 months since City's morale-boosting win here when goals from Luke Russ and Brad Ash within a minute of one another paved the way for a 2-1 success. City lost by the same scoreline on Saturday despite a dominating display against Dover and will be looking to make amends against fellow Whites tonight. Salisbury have made National League South history. They're the first side at this level to draw their first 2 games 0-0, with the most recent at the weekend against Dagenham and Redbridge. Only 3 players remain from last season's struggle, with their most standout addition Matthew Taylor, previously of Bristol Rovers and City. I'll now bring in Andrew Kerslake summarising for tonight's game. And Andrew, the Romans beat Salisbury 3 times last term, 2-1 here twice. Does that give them any psychological advantage tonight?
Yeah, hi Mark, hi everybody. I don't really think it does. I mean, the significant things about those results last season was that they scored 5 goals in the process, and all through different players. Ash, Fisher, Alvis, Russ and Tilson all getting goals. But in answer to your question, it's a very different Salisbury now from the kind of side they played last season. The Kuwaiti cash has come in and has been splashed, and Brian Dutton, the manager, well, he's gone to the non-league pick and mix and picked up a whole squad of players for this season.
So Salisbury versus Bath City in Enterprise National League South. Game 3 of 46 for both clubs. Wiltshire versus Somerset. Both teams looking for their first win of the campaign. Salisbury indeed looking for their first goal of the campaign. Van der Grub over the top of the ball. Referee looks at his watch, checks that we're all ready and that he's ready for his first game at this level. And we are underway. It's back to experienced captain Davis. The raking ball to the left-hand side. Batten's beaten in the air, but bounces kindly for Tilson, who touches it back to Tomlinson. Floodlights just flicker into life. Rains his ball over the top for Ash. Brings it down well in the penalty area. He needs support behind him. Back to Jenkins-Davis. Slight loose control, and Ngarlo and Davis do enough to get it away. Hammered up to Grubb and cleared towards Taylor's first time ball. Is easily read though from Batten, just inside the Salisbury half. And to Ash, hard working. His first start of the season. Greenslade on the left-hand side. Lovely ball over the top to Ash. He's got Fisher waiting in the middle. Ash cuts inside of Briggs. Ash with a curler. It's not far wide. Buse had it covered. He just watched it pass his post. Early intent from Bath City. 1 minute in, 0-0.
Yeah, good attempt there by Brad Ash. He was trying to curve it round. Didn't quite get the curve on it that he wanted.
Rains heads away on Tilson's fortunate. He tried to clear it over his own shoulder. Played it back to Batten. And Ash battling in the air with Keogh, running a little bit late on Russ in the centre of the park. City win a free kick. Batten, he was shaping up to try and lob Will Buse from the halfway line. Waves to apologise because he's put it probably 20 yards wide of his former teammate's right-hand post. Jenkins-Davis doesn't have to put off Atkinson in the air. Now Rains on the right, back inside to Russ. Rains again made his 250th appearance on Saturday. Couple of milestones tonight for the Roans as well. One of them certainly in Tilson as Jenkins-Davis on the right gets a great ball in towards Ash. He's just beaten to it though from Foran, and Door on hand to clear. Parcell into Fisher as well to swivel and play it back to Tilson. Greenslade on the left. Somehow gets in between 2 Salisbury players and then dabs it back to Batten in his own half. Looks for the crossfield. Plays a smart ball along the grind to Jenkins-Davis, who comes back to receive it 25 yards out. Jenkins-Davis inside onto his left foot. Good shot, too close to the goalkeeper. Save from Buse. First effort on target and well held from the former City number 1. Not been about start, just quite enjoyable.
No, I was just going to say City very much so in the ascendancy here.
Only as far to the edge of the box, and there's cries of shoot for Atkinson. Didn't really hear the opportunity for him to get a telling effort in, but Grubb might fancy one. Instead, he's played it onto Taylor, onto his left foot. Drills against Batten, and behind for Salisbury's first corner. Did the first corner of the game, 10 minutes, 0-0.
City, everybody back in the 18-yard box.
Drilled one low. It's a header from Somerton, but comfortably off target for a goal kick. Briggs with this corner. Another low drilled effort. It's a volley from Davis. And it was stopped from Jenkins Davis in the way of Wiles Richards. And behind for another corner. Oh, so close to making it 1-0.
First shot on target.
I think Wiles Richards had it covered. Drifted down to the likes of Dunstan and Gateshead before drifting down, literally down the country.
Well, Buse was lining up to take this kick and has now just fallen over down on the ground. Rolled his leg in the air. Whether he's just twisted his right leg, I don't know.
That would be a little concern.
There was no incident at all. He was just standing there waiting to take the free kick and then just rolled over.
Touching sort of that area just behind the knee, it looks like, near the calf. They have got a goalkeeper on the bench. Salisbury.
Yeah, youngster.
Yeah, James Charlotte, who's 18. He threw away too many points in winning last year, so he didn't concede exactly tons of goals. Edged out a lot, but often from games when they were ahead. As Ash is on, no, he's not on the side. Which is fortunate for Salisbury because Atkinson then side down Jenkins Davis in the follow-up. It would have been booked at the very least, but academic. Touch away from Taylor and plays it long for Jenkins Davis. Just misses him in the air though. Dorr heads it forward. Now he's out of position as Fisher picks up the ball on the right-hand side. Ash is arriving late in the penalty area. And Fisher tries to find him wide left. Well chested down from Ash and turns away from Briggs. Ash got Greenstone behind him. Ash might want to go alone. He does. What a block there is from Foran. Russ went down trying to pick up the loose ball on the edge of the area, but no appeals as Tomlinson's got it 10 yards inside the Salisbury half up to Fisher. Ash did so well to make it a chance at all, really, as it's out for a City throw. Ball forward is easily intercepted by the chest of Tomlinson. Now to carry it forward. That's not a bad ball to Fisher. He's onside, wide of the penalty area. Fisher is going to have to go for broke, and he puts it wide. He had no option, really. I think Ash had come forward, but eyes lit up for Fisher. Couldn't find the target. It's the back of the wall behind the covered enclosure, and it's a goal kick. Picked up from Atkinson, turns and to Dorr. Two players in this Salisbury starting 11 who were here last season. The other Coppin is on the bench as he was in this game in February. That late chance, which Parcell, a magnificent block to keep it 2-1 City as Kia over the top. It's going to be pulled back for a foul, but it's a foul in Bassey's favour. Dangerous play from Kia. Trying to foot up on the Batten, who'd sort of ducked his body to try and head it away. Garlow, midway inside his own half. Across to Foran. He's intercepted though from Ash. Fighting tenaciously. Jenkins Davis, Fisher, back to Jenkins Davis near the edge of the area. Jenkins Davis into room. Jenkins Davis shoots, he scores! Will Jenkins Davis with his first goal for Varsity. It's that high press again. Salisbury gave the ball away, and Jenkins Davis, whose last goal was against Salisbury for Torquay back in March, his first one for Varsity against same opposition. 41 minutes in, Salisbury 0, Varsity 1.
Well, Salisbury created that problem themselves. They dithered in defence as to whether to pass it sideways, whether to put it back to Buse, and City were able to step in. The ball was flicked out to Jenkins Davis, did the intelligent thing, put it back across goal, and it's City open their account here.
A goal he's deserved. He got an assist in his first 2 games for the club, and now he's added a goal for the Romans. They're trying to level now on the left-hand side with Somerton. He's got Taylor waiting in the middle. Somerton cutting inside of Tomlinson, back to Grubb near the edge of the area. Grubb onto his right foot. Grubb shot, blocked away from Russ near the edge of the area. And Garlow blocked from Tilson. Dog of war work from the midfielders. Fisher trying to come back to win the ball, fails to do so. It's over to Somerton on the left-hand side. Needs an overlap, really. He's gone back to Grubb. Somerton again. Now Atkinson for Salisbury, wide left. A couple of minutes and a half remaining. City leading by 0-0. Grubb trying to find room in the area. Grubb, good footwork. Grubb with a curler, and it's out behind for a goal kick and into the happy band of Varsity fans. That's why I said it might be a good thing for City to play Salisbury so early as Parcell's ball over the top. Foran heads it loosely to Ash near the edge of the area. Ash getting onto his right foot. Curler well blocked. Tilson onto the loose ball near the edge of the area. Crept inside it. Oh, he tried to find Greenstone on the left, and Briggs taking no chances.
The referee has indicated there'll be 2 additional minutes.
Crossfield ball. aimed for Somerton, who's got the better of Rains. Salisbury left, played nearly a minute of additional time. Rains, I thought he got a nick on the ball there. The referee closer to it than me and says he didn't. And he also brandishes a yellow card to the Bathonians. Salisbury have a free kick. So 𝗛𝗚𝗚 to take this. We've just passed 2 minutes additional time. 𝗛𝗚𝗚, low delivery, cleared from Rains. Follow-up one from Jenkins-Davis. Replay on with Briggs. Over to 𝗛𝗚𝗚 on the right. You can't keep that one in. And that's the final action of the first half. Referee Mr. Bolland blows his whistle. It's Salisbury 0, Bath City 1. Will Jenkins-Davis, the goal scorer on 41 minutes. Atkinson cross to 𝗛𝗚𝗚. First time ball forward with his left foot. Cute little header inside. Tilson, pretty fouled grab. Instead, Garland takes over and he shoots, and it's a couple of yards wide of Lars Richards right place. He's at full stretch. I'm not sure whether the referee played advantage or whether he was happy for the initial challenge, but it comes to nothing anyway. It remains 1-0 City. Uncovered terrace to our right. Greenslade whips it near the near post. He's through almost everybody. Real posse of players. Jenkins-Davis near the edge of the area. Salisbury brought everyone back. Jenkins-Davis back in, headed away from Foran at the near post. Now Salisbury can look to break with Grubb on the right-hand side. He's got there before Tilson. Now he's going to be keen to run at the Bathonian. He's got Coppin ready to further run forward. Grubb inside. You might want to just go alone here, Grubb. Determined defending that. He's up Bath City to a 2. That's Batten. Parcelli just threw their bodies in the way and said, "You'll go no further, son. We'll win the ball back for our team." As Abuse has had a clear left-footed. It stayed in play for Tomlinson to deal with it. Atkinson midway inside the City half and plays it over to the outside with Briggs. Foran running in front of him, but Briggs is going to beat Greenslade. Now he's finding Foran in space. Foran plays it across, batted away from Lars Richards, and grateful that Russ is on hand to clear towards halfway. That's probably Salisbury's best move of the game, actually. Good to see Tomlinson out there. He came off late. Of course, at the weekend, as 𝗛𝗚𝗚 with a glorious crossfield ball. Briggs is going to keep it in play. Now inside of Greenside. This is a chance. Briggs took a deflection on the way through, and it's out for a goal kick. I think it must have hit Coppin. That crossfield ball is one of the passes of the season so far from 𝗛𝗚𝗚, and City escape. It remains 1-0.
I think also if Darren Wave thinks that the Fisher combination works well, then
it's a combination here for Salisbury. A Coppin across, it's got way too much on it. That Taylor waiting in the middle. So it's back to Tilson. A couple of yards of space before being quickly closed down. Tomlinson is pushed over from the referee might have been convinced of playing advantage. I think he's listened to the loud appeal, really, and gone back for the free kick. Had he just waited another second, so he could have been in. Rains hanging one towards Ash on the right, covered from Ngalo. And again, Ash has got the better and dispossessed him wide of the penalty area. Ash towards the byline. Oh, he's hammered it fairly high across, trying to find Fisher, who's impeded Buse as he's tried to clear. Tilson heads it forward. Fisher, touch away from danger. He really needed an option out wide. It was Ash, sorry. Instead, he's got to keep harrying away. He's from Jenkins-Davis. The pressure on 𝗛𝗚𝗚. Jenkins-Davis being held from 𝗛𝗚𝗚. That'll be a free kick. 𝗛𝗚𝗚 might get booked for that. And City in a set piece deep in Salisbury territory. Owen 𝗛𝗚𝗚 goes into the brook, his second yellow of the season. Greenslade to take this free kick towards the back post. Awkward. And corner to Bath City. Russ taking this corner from the Bath City left towards Batten, and Tomlinson behind him. He's having his shirt pulled a bit as he heads it wide, and I'm sure that'll be when this will be the opportunity for Bath City to make that change. It is. Alex Fisher off and Scott Wilson on the 70th minute. I think Jenkins-Davis might play a little bit deeper now as he's trying to win the ball off Ngalo. He can't with fancy footwork like that. Foran on the right, just in the City half. And misses Bray, Batten there on his left foot, swings a leg and clears it out to Wilson, who's being held. It's run loose to Ash though. Referee plays advantage. Ash is on his own. He's got two Salisbury players with him. Ash shoots. Oh, he's just put it past Buse's left post. He says there's a touch on the way through. It's pretty animated. Ash, we can't really tell from here.
It was
corner.
A very narrow
sorry, it's goal
angle,
kick.
Very narrow angle that he was coming from.
I said corner because that's what Ash believes. He's convinced me. Time better to Jenkins-Davis. Beautiful touch in the air. He's dispossessed. Bray takes over. Find Coppin in room. And Salisbury left. Away from Tilson. Coppin. Deflected onto the roof of the net. There's a sliding intervention from Button. And it's a corner for the Whites. Shades of Andreas Bramer on Peter Shilton in World Cup 90 as the corner comes in towards the far post. Headed towards goal whilst Richards bravely dives on it. Otherwise he would have had another corner to defend in quick succession. And 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗧𝗦 should keep him down the left. He does with a stretch. Batten with a stretch into him. That's a foul from Tilson. And Coppin and Tilson went into the book in the cup game last term. He's going to go into a book in the league game this term, his second yellow this season. That's in some sixth night.
Had a busy game on 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗧𝗏, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's...
Probably my pick of the Salisbury players, I think.
I agree. I like the look of him. Bray's played it through the legs. Now Coppin might have a chance. Coppin! Too close to the goalkeeper. And Tomlinson, whilst grinded, manages to get it away. Salisbury still attacking with Somerton on the left. Oh, blocked by Rains. 4, and this time it is a long one to the near post. Davis heads it on into a dangerous area. And hammered well clear from Rains. To a muted appeal to a penalty, more from supporters than players. Throwing them halfway for Salisbury.
That was so long up in the air, I thought I'd missed where the ball had actually gone.
I thought it was going to go near to us at one point.
And City are about to make that substitution.
Jack Batten coming off, being replaced by Mitch Beardmore. And also coming off, Brad Ash, and replaced by Ewan Clark. Scored against Buse last season, of course, Marcel, for Bath City against Weymouth. And Scott Wilson netted 2. His former teammate, 3-0 win. One back, high up the field from Russ. Beardmore takes over. Clark, left-hand side, substitutes combining. Clark, Wilson waiting. Clark plays it back. Oh, it's come off and 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗏, I think, and it's behind for a corner. The game changers nearly coming up trumps immediately. It's 1-0 City. Russ's delivery is high towards Clark, who's got time to let it bounce inside the penalty area. Trying to work inside of Briggs. Still Clark. Well, not a bad ball actually, into a decent area, but too far in front of his teammates, and it's guarded from Buse. Wilson tries to stop him from clearing. He fails to do so. It's a lovely ball out to Bray on the right-hand side. City have suddenly got to get numbers back. Bray faced up from Tilson. Bray puts it across, and 2 players get in the way. It's cleared against Tilson. And behind for a corner, there was shouts for handball. Again, more from the supporters than the players. And
I have to say, it looked like handball from here.
Well, he still had his arm outstretched, Tilson, whether it hit it or not. The referee looked at his assistant, who would have had a better view. Briggs with his corner towards the back post, and Bray, off balance, heads it behind for a goal kick. Gives himself as much of a run-up as possible towards the near post. Flicked on from Bray, cleared to Dorr, over back to the take on the right-hand side. Foreign, cross in, Coppin can make room for a shot. He might do now, Coppin, and it's deflected and wide. I mean, it looked like all avenues were closed off, but yet again, another red shirt popped up in the way. Corner for Salisbury. The referee blows his whistle. It's going to be an outs on the far side. It's headed forward from Davis. City trying to scramble it away, and Bray manages to get a shot away, but there was a deflection again. Perhaps of Tomlinson, who's getting most of the congratulations. It's another corner. Ball will go up for added time in a moment. We have 10 seconds of the 90 left. 1-0 City. Salisbury asking questions. Coppin down the left-hand side. Can he get a ball in? He can towards Higgs. He's got there first. Higgs stays on his feet. Too many bodies in his way. Davis, play it through. Higgs wide on the stretch. Goal kick.
5 minutes of time added on for City to survive.
Not there. It's a poor ball given away to Clark in the middle of the park. Over the top is Beardmore. Oh, very late flag on Beardmore. And Salisbury will restart with a free kick.
I think it was the right decision, though. He was offside when the ball was kicked.
We could have had a much better view. Andrew's pretty much dead in line with the assistant. Salisbury will sense there is still time for them to create at least one more opening, one more scare for the Bath City back line, with a ball forward from Buse. There's a good one into the area. It's brought down. Briggs, as he fouled. Referee says no. and it spins behind for a corner. Oh, I thought they had a shout, I've got to be honest.
It looked very close, didn't it, Mark?
Rains hobbles, gets back to his feet. Buse has come forward for this corner. This could be Salisbury's last chance. City looking for 3 points, Salisbury looking for 3 points across 3 games. Corner about to come in from Briggs. Far side, a real tester for goal! Miles Richards fumbled it to Buse, 2 yards out, has spooned it over the bar, and he should have scored. The goalkeeper should have scored, Andrew.
Yes, high and well over the crossbar, and now there's a fracas in the area on the 6-yard spot. I saw a City player being pushed, and then a number of other players just joined in. Nothing terribly serious, but it's going to be a goal kick once normal play resumes, and we've run the 5 minutes now. There was a lot of shoving in the box there, and
yellow card for Coppin.
Coppin gets a yellow card. I think he was the one who pushed the player first of all. I wasn't sure who he pushed, but I saw a red shirt flying backwards, and then everybody bundled in for a moment.
Kerslake got a yellow as well, I think, among all that. Headed back forward from Somerton. Tomlinson knees it up. Clark onto the loose ball. He just needs to hit the ball into the corner. That's a good ball. Beardmore one-on-one with a chance. Wide. Wilson screaming that he should have squared it. I think Beardmore did the right thing. It's the final action of the game. Salisbury 0, Bath City 1. Will Jenkins-Davis, first goal for the club, is enough for the Romans to pick up their first 3 points of the season. They make it 4 wins in a row over Salisbury, all by the odd goal. The Whites will be sick of the sight of Darren Way's team. They could have levelled in the last minute, and former Bath City #1, Will Buse, leathered over from close range. The goalkeeper should have scored. Beardmore could have made it 2-0. The final action of the game. It was tense, it was nervy, it was like the 3 games last season. Bath City defensively outstanding, reminiscent of last year, and that pressing which we know of them so well earns the goal which wins this contest. Salisbury 0, Bath City 1. Andrew Kerslake.
There you have to say there was a delicious irony in this result this evening. Saturday, the game against Dover, City should have won that. They had so many chances, so many opportunities, and went down to defeat. This evening, much more of a battling game, a difficult side to play against. Salisbury piled on the pressure, and you have to say probably City were fortunate to come away with all 3 points. Nonetheless, you'll look at the table, you'll look at the scoreline, and you'll see that City have got 4 points in their first 3 games of the season.
So just desserts for the Romans as Jenkins-Davis scores the winner in the first half. They make it another success over Salisbury after the 3 last season. 1 goal enough here in Wiltshire. Finishes Salisbury 0, Bath City 1 here at the Raymond Macklemore Stadium. From myself, Mark Stillman, and from Andrew Kerslake from Bath City Radio. Thank you for tuning in, and good night.